Martin Odegaard to start versus Aston Villa. Welcome back to your boys channel, welcome back to the latest Arsenal news today, as we shall discuss Arsenal's up and coming game against Aston Villa, as we get the latest Arsenal team news with Kieran Tierney and Matt Ryan, as well as a bit of news on Konstantinos Mavropanos, so let's get into it. Yo, what is going on guys? My name is Babs14 and welcome back to your boys channel. As always, before we get into the video, let's make sure to go down there and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we are on the road to 40,000 subscribers. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as always, predictions and predicted lineups. But without any further ado, let's get into the latest Arsenal news today and all things Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Here we go. First things first, Aston Villa versus Arsenal team news. The first player in discussion is my favourite player of January, and that is Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard 14 is back in full effect, as it has been officially confirmed that Gabriel Martinelli, Matt Ryan and Martin Odegaard have been included in Arsenal's squad list for the Europa League knockout stages, with goalkeeper Alex Renarson having been excluded from the list. Now that there's something that we as Arsenal fans already knew was going to happen. Alex, listen man, thanks for the memories, but it's time to go. But in terms of the guy Martin Odegaard, I think this weekend we could see him start, and I think there's a very easy explanation to why. In terms of our current attacking midfield, it's been man like ESR, Emil Smith-Rowe, and as much as he's impressed and being such a top class baller and a breath of fresh air, ultimately in recent games the guy's been run into the floor and Arsenal are way too reliant on him, and he also doesn't have the best of injury records. And also, let's not forget the reason why Odegaard has left Madrid alone. He wants to be regular minutes. He wouldn't have signed for Arsenal if Arteta hadn't confirmed to him and said to him, you're going to start games. And so with Arsenal's last game being only on Tuesday and Smith-Rowe starting and playing with 10 men, don't be surprised, and I fully expect Martin Odegaard to start in this game. Could we see MO11 start on Saturday? We are going to have to wait and see. Also, in terms of Arsenal and David Luiz, we have a bit of breaking news, as Arsenal have officially confirmed that the Football Association FA have confirmed to us that the red card given to David Luiz on Tuesday against Wolves will stand. Now of course Arsenal thought, listen lads, we're going to appeal this because any common sense says that was never a red card, and there was also a very similar incident to that red card in the Man United vs Hamzan game where Bedrick was sent off for the exact same situation. So logically speaking, both teams have decided to appeal that, but obviously the FA said no Arsenal, same incident but we're going to rescind his red card. But for Arsenal, different rules, let's shift the goalpost. And it just goes to show that, I don't want to say it, but the FA clearly have an agenda against us. Maybe it's just a bit salty that we won so many FA Cups and we made it for Arsenal Cup, and now they're saying F Arsenal to our faces. It's not funny, and I just don't understand. And this isn't about VAR, because ultimately VAR for me is a right thing and a good thing for football. But as the quote goes, it is not the vehicle, it is the driver, it is the people in charge of it that are clowns, and they're just constantly letting us down. When is it going to end, Wobby? But of course, the one positive for both players, Leno and Luiz, is this is a one match ban. They're going to miss just the Villa game, and so they will be back again for Arsenal after that game, and hopefully no more red cards and no more of the FA and the referee just giving Arsenal clear corruption, my guys. Two man like Kieran Tierney, KT, Tesco's finest. As Mikel Arteta has said, Kieran is a player that really pushes himself. Even in training, he can't help himself. We are trying to manage him in the best possible way and find every possibility to give him the best chance to be fit as soon as possible. Now, after the Wolves game, Arteta did confirm that Kieran Tierney was not even close to playing that game. But with this game being only a matter of a few days away, do I expect Tierney to start? I don't think so. Now, don't be surprised if it does happen, but ultimately with Arsenal and him not being in training, to throw him into a must-win game like that, I just don't see it happening. Because yes, a fully fit KT is a boss of the left back, but if he is not feeling at 100% and you throw him into that game and say the man gets injured again, then it always falls back to the manager. So I just don't see Arsenal taking the risk. So lads, let me know your thoughts in the comments, because for me, it is what it is. Cedric, we go again. Also, in terms of Matty Ryan, the goalkeeper, Arsenal signed to have games like this where Leno was either red carded or injured. Mikel Arteta said if Matt is able to train, they are both fit, and then we have a decision to make. If Matt is not fit, then obviously Alex will be in goal. Now, the Alex referring to there is Alex Renarson, the Icelandic international. I'm not going to say finest because he clearly isn't. But yeah, all jokes aside, I think this is just a very worrying thing. We signed Ryan for this specific reason. Arsenal clearly have had enough of Renarson. They just don't think he's good enough. They left him out of the Europa League squad for a reason. So how awkward would it be for Mikel Arteta to leave a player out of the squad because you don't think he's good enough, yet in a must-win clutch much Premier League game you're going to start in. And of course, he's going to be up against the ex-Arsenal number 2 in Emiliano Martinez. Lads, this could become very, very difficult and very, very painful. We also could potentially see the return of Pablo Mari as well, but I just don't think into the lineup. Of course, man like Pablo Mari has been out with a calf injury and he hasn't been available. What Arteta has confirmed, he's trained, he's ready, and he should be available to be at least in the squad for the game on Saturday. But the question to you guys is very simple. Who would you start as that left-sided centre-back? Gabriel Magalhaes or Pablo Mari? They're both fit, they're both available. Answer it in the comments below. Let's have a bit of a debate. Moving on, lads, let me give my own predicted lineup. Before we do that, there's two very key questions. First things first, clearly Martin Odegaard, is he gonna start? Now, I've already said it in the video, I do think he's gonna start because he will just rest ESR. He's played too many minutes and he has that injury record. And also in terms of Odegaard, we'll be getting almost a different type of attacking midfielder. While Smith Rowe is great in the build-up play, playing 1-2s and is a baller, don't get it twisted. Martin Odegaard has that final pass, and for me, if he starts, he needs to impress because as much as he's great going forwards and I'm sure he can find that final pass, what Smith Rowe offers Arsenal is that tracking back into the channels and that high intensity work rate. Of course, with that work rate, that is why I think he's going to be rested because the Donny has run himself into the floor in recent games. And that last game, it was mainly down to a fraudulent referee in Craig Pawson, but I prefer not speak and go back to past memories. Also, the second thing we have to discuss is the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang situation, because as much as I hate to say, and I never thought I'd say this, I think Aubameyang is going to have to fight for his place, because ultimately right now our two wingers, Bukayo Saka and Nicolas Pepe, seem to be on fire, and Arsenal may just be onto something very special. As I have pointed out on a stat here, Saka as a right winger this season, 4 goals and 2 assists in 7 games, and Nicolas Pepe as a left winger, 3 goals and 1 assist in 4 games. Very positive signs. So for me, it's very clear to see. I think Aubameyang, yes, I know you're the captain, but you can't just walk back into a team where Arsenal, you have to fight for your position. And I look at it as a positive because if he's fighting and if he's competitive and we get a fully competitive Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, we might just get the best of our captain. But let me know your own thoughts on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the comments below, and do you think he should start? And yeah, in terms of the lineup I've gone for Matt Ryan in goal, Bellerin holding Gabriel, Cedric, Partey and Xhaka midfield, Odegaard, Saka, Pepe and Lacazette up front. In terms of Matt Ryan, of course, it's a 50-50, but I've just gone hoping that he's fit. And in terms of left back, I just don't see Arsenal risking KT coming back from an injury that clearly isn't a very simple one. But let me know your own personal predicted lineups in the comments below. Would you start Martin Odegaard or would you start Emil Smith Rowe? With it being such a must-win game, are you going to risk the new inclusion? Also, let me know your thoughts on Aubameyang and Lacazette. Where is Aubameyang going to play if he starts? And yeah, ultimately, let me know your own predictions in those beautiful, why am I saying beautiful, comments below. And moving on to the third and final thing, that is other Arsenal news. First player in discussion is David Luiz. Let's get an update on his future. As coming from the Handbrake Off podcast, RE David Luiz's future and the possible contract extension considering his contract expires in the summer. Gunner Blog has says he doesn't think Luiz will be at Arsenal next season. Now, of course, in terms of David Luiz, yes, he can't play onside because of the red card, but ultimately his contract is set to expire at the end of the season, and a lot of mandem have started asking questions whether it may just be another 1-year contract for David Luiz. Now let me make it clear straight away, I just don't think, as much as Luiz has been good, we just have to move on now. We seem to be at least entering a new era after, with Ozil going, Mustafi going, Socrates going, Kalajnak going. I think Luiz kind of falls into the category, and yes, some people might call it harsh, but for me, we have to be ruthless in this game. But let me know your own thoughts on David Luiz, and would you be one of the few guys to give a possible 1-year contract extension? Me personally, it's a no, but let me know yours in the comments below. And on to the final player in discussion, that is Dinos Mavropanos. Yes, of course, the Greek beast that used to and still plays for Arsenal on loan, of course, to Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. As Charles Whitley's pointed out, Dinos Mavropanos, the highest rated Bundesliga player after Stuttgart's win over Mainz at the weekend, as he ranks higher over any other player. In terms of Mavropanos, he's been on loan at Stuttgart for a few seasons now, and he's actually starting to do bits. And for the fans that have watched him play consistently, which isn't me by the way, they have said they've seen a lot of positive signs and a very good centre back. Now, of course, the concerns are straight away his ball playing ability apparently is not up to the scratch, but in terms of out and out defending, intercepting, tackling, and what should be a defender's first role, he looks like a very competent defender. And so with it being on loan until the end of the season and it being still only 23 years of age, you have to ask the question, do we have a future Arsenal centre back here? His contract does expire in 2023, so when he comes back to Arsenal, he's going to have 2 years left on his contract. But if you look at it on paper, if Arsenal do let go of David Luiz, this guy being 23, a right depth for a centre back and clearly very promising. Just don't be surprised if Arsenal choose to keep him. And I for one am definitely a guy to give Dinos a chance, because when I saw him play for Arsenal back in 2018 under Arsene Wenger, I'm not gonna lie, I was very impressed, and I think this guy may just have a future, so don't be surprised, you heard it here first. But let me know your own thoughts on Dinos Mavropanos in the comments below, and would you bring him back to Arsenal and keep him as a longer term centre back and give him a chance to play for Arsenal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But there you man go, the latest Arsenal news today 2021. Hope you have enjoyed, and of course if you have, make sure to go down there and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Road to 40k. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, follow all my social media, the links are in the description below. But there you man go, my Arsenal versus Aston Villa preview, as well as a bit of cheeky Arsenal news today. Hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you soon for a watching in a bit.